I'm on the Tumut River just outside the town of Tumut in southern New South Wales this morning. This is a classic tail race river. In other words, it comes out of our big hydro dams and it often runs like it is today, high, cold and clear. It's great trout water, but it can be really tricky to fish, especially when it's running as high and as hard as it is at the moment. What I'm going to do is sneak along these banks and just look for little back eddies and quieter patches out of the main current, mostly behind tangles of fallen willows and other trees. And I'm going to actually look for trout holding in the water behind them and try and sight cast to them. I'm using a rather unusual outfit. This is a fly rod that I built up on an old broken spin rod. It's one of my old Starlo flat spin Shimano rods, and I cut it all down and built it up into a fly rod that's about 7 foot long. Seems to cast about a 6 or 7 weight line okay, so that's what I've got on it. Nice and short, very pokey. I've got a heavy leader on. I've got about an 8-pound leader, which is quite heavy for trout. And I'm going to see if I can extract a few of these browns and rainbows from the back eddies along the Tumut River. I'm here with Gary McDonald and he's already up ahead of me here, just starting to have a bit of a fish, so let's see how we go. It's really important to dress in drab colours or camouflage when you're doing this stuff and to move cautiously. I like to try and keep some vegetation between myself and the water's edge and avoid being silhouetted against the sky. Even spooking the local bird life and pushing it ahead of yourself can be enough to alert the trout to your presence. A bigger tree like this one provides excellent cover and allows you to sneak in close and scan the water carefully in search of fish. I'm concentrating on these quiet patches and eddies just out of the main current, using my Mako polarized sunglasses to really look down into the green water. This is where I'm expecting to find trout. You need to cover some ground and concentrate hard. Any pocket could hold a good trout, so approach each one like there's going to be a fish in it, likely holding just out of those current rips and seams. Remember, they'll be facing upstream into the current, and often they won't be far beneath the surface, especially if they're actively feeding. This is more like hunting than fishing, and you may go an hour or more without even taking your fly off the keeper and making a cast. But if you stick with it, you will eventually find one. Alright, I've spotted my first fish here. Looks like a rainbow and it's up fairly high in the water. I'll just see if I can get a fly into position. Oh, there's a couple here because one just rose and took something off the surface. Tricky little spot, but they all are. Oh, there's two there and they're rising quite freely. Alright, I'll just get a bit of line out. Didn't get that up quite far enough. Get a little bit more line out. That might be in the right spot. Got him. Oh, yes. Oh, and away he goes down current. Ooh, got to give him heaps. Oh, I've got a spot down here where I can land him if I can get him in here too. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh, he's a big brown. Nice fish. There was a rainbow there as well, but the brownie came up and took it. Oh, I hope you can see this fish. It's a beautiful fish. Now I've got to be careful not to end up in the drink here. Oh, my pokey little rod is doing the job so far. Got him. Look at that. What a cracking fish. He'd be every bit of 3.25 pound, I reckon. Now I've just got to get out of here without falling in the water. Oh. Now Gary has put in an order for a fish. So I'm going to keep him this one, I reckon. There's a lot of fish in this river, so I don't mind killing the odd one. This is a buck. Give you a look at him. Look at that. What a lovely fish. Oh, I'm breathing a bit hard. I might have got a bit carried away on the weight. He's probably just pushing 3 pound actually. 2 3/4 to 3, but lovely fish. And there's my little nymph. I tied that nymph, I reckon, 25 years ago. It's been in my fly box. I knew it had a little bit of lead wire in it to just get it down in front of the fish, and I put it on. They're pretty opportunistic. I think if you get something down in front of them, 9 times out of 10 they're going to have a smack at it, and he certainly did. Oh, I'm very happy about that.
I like to kill and clean any keepers promptly. Apart from anything else, it lets you check out their stomach contents so that you can potentially match the hatch. This one had a real mix of critters in its stomach, including a big earwig, as well as some small grasshoppers, bits of grasshoppers, beetles, bugs and various nymphs. Clearly it was chomping almost anything that came down on the current. That's all good stuff to know.
Now this is the spot where I just pulled that nice big brown, and I've just, yep, there's another fish in here. Because when I hooked him I was able to pull him back down into the current, he actually didn't run forward and spook the other fish. There's a smaller fish that I think was the original fish that I sighted here. I think it's a rainbow. I wouldn't put money on it, and I don't think it's quite as big as that one I just got, but let's see if we can get into position to put a fly on it. I'm walking on rotten timber and all sorts of stuff here. There's a good chance I could end up in the river. Oh, okay, he's facing to, oh, there's 2 down here and they're both facing towards me. You probably can't see them. I've got my Mako polarized sunglasses on and it's cutting the glare beautifully. So I can see 2 fish down here and they're facing the wrong way. They're facing downriver, so there's obviously a back current in there, or no current at all. They're just milling around down here. You can probably see all that leaf litter and stuff built up there on the surface. They're just out over the top of that and down a bit. I'm just keeping my movements absolutely to a minimum because they're sometimes, oh, he's facing downstream again. When they're facing downstream like that, they're looking straight at you. If I wave the rod around now, I'm going to spook him. He's still looking at me, or not looking at me, but looking in my direction. He's coming right up high now. You might even be able to see him. Oh, now he's turned away. That's good. I might try and get a cast in. These Mako sunnies are so good for this. I mean, it's not really particularly good light at the moment. Pull a little bit of line off. Oh yeah, I can see him there now. There's a good chance I'm going to spook him, but I'll just plonk one in and see what happens. I think I may have spooked him. I reckon there's a pretty good chance I did. I can't see him anymore. That's a shame. One more cast up there just on a speck. You never know. He could be down deeper, but I don't think so. No, I've spooked that one. He was facing me when I made the cast and he saw the rod move. And that is the story of close range sight fishing. You can't get them all, but it's damn satisfying when you do get one.
And shortly after, just as I caught up with Gaz, I did pin another one, this time from a very high bit of steep bank.
Yeah, he's in a log. I got him out. Yeah. I knew he'd eat.
Good on you. Good on you.
Oh. Now I got to get him.
You want me to try and net him or?
Good luck with that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh.
Oh, yeah. I net that one. look at that.
They're beautiful fish. If you lay down, would you be able to net him? Oh, it was like he came in slow motion to that fly. Lie on your belly. No, probably not. That is a long way down. I'll see if I can.
Hang on. You might have to pull me back out.
Don't fall in. No, especially not with waders. Oh, you might get down there.
Oh, it's pretty deep there, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't slide in.
No, it's
Yeah, this is a tricky spot where I've hooked this one.
Would you be brave to try and lift him out?
Oh, it'll break.
Definitely.
You hold the net down as low as you can, and I'll see if I can lift him into the net. Oh! Oh, well, while you're in there... No, don't touch the leader.
Oh, and there's me.
Oh, fuck. Gaz, just take your time. Slow down, slow down. Just wait.
Where is he? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Head first.
Yep.
Yep, beautiful. Well done. Thanks, mate. I don't know how you're going to get out.
No, but I said you have to help me.
The wonderful thing is I got all that on GoPro. If I end up in there as well, I don't know how we're going to get out.
No fish is worth this.
Just don't let him fall out of the net after all that. Nearly. Got him. Oh.
And when you're ready...
Yeah, I'll come back.
Oh, shit. I'm wet.
Have you got water in your waders?
Yeah. The phone's all right.
Yeah. Should be. Oh, above and beyond the call of duty, Gaz.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, but that was good fun.
It was.
I was so patient. I don't know.
Hang in there, mate. Oh, it must be cold. The fish feels really cold. Is it cold in there, Gaz? Well, I think we might keep that one, seeing Gaz had to dive in to get him.
Yeah.
That was pretty exciting. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, flies out. I'm sending your net back down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Why?
isn't it attached to you?
No.
Oh no. All right. All right, I'll get this stuff out of the way. I don't know how we're going to get you out of there, mate. You might have to swim.
Thank you. No, you'll be able to get me out.
Oh,
shit.
oh. How are we going to do this, Gaz?
Well, I'm thinking if you lie on your stomach.
Yeah. I'm just going to slide straight in.
I've just got to get to there, to that.
What about if you grab my leg?
Your leg?
Yeah, I'll get a good hold. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to get dragged in.
Thanks.
You're not out yet.
No.
Grab my knee.
Did you film all that? You bastard!
Oh.
See, that's what happens when it's unbarbed. I made it!
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, that was good fun. I only got a couple, but boy, oh boy, catching them sight fishing like that is just the best. And how was Gary's little swan dive? Too good. Until next time, this is Starlo wishing you tight lines.